If selling feels stressful, heavy, overwhelming, then this video is for you. It's also for you if you have a product or service or a business and you have to sell, but you don't want to get caught up in these high pressure tactics and feeling like you're having to be somebody else in order to sell. My name is Pete Scott, and I believe that there is a different way to sell, and this is what I've used in my own business and what I do with my clients too, to help them sell from a place of total calm, certainty, and where you feel at peace. And one thing I've never shared is where this all began for me. I started off as a personal trainer, and I'm going back 23 years, and I was told that I needed to hit these very high targets. There was a lot of pressure for the company I worked with, and we had these weekly targets that we had to achieve, and I could not sell anything. I could not sell any personal training. I could not sell any packages. I couldn't even sell one PT session. It was super frustrating. And then the worse I did, the more pressure my manager would put on me. And I realized that the company was all about driving those numbers, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I wanted to help people. And I remember saying to my manager, I want to help my clients to transform their body, to get in the best shape of their lives. And it was at that moment that I had that realization, one of those aha moments, that why don't I purely focus my energy on this? Because sales is a transfer of energy. Your energy goes with the products and services that you sell. So if you are stressed, if you're anxious, if you're overwhelmed, if you're frustrated, all of those emotions are going to go with the products and services that you sell, and your client is going to unconsciously feel that from them. They might even feel it consciously, and they are going to feel the pressure. When we talk about pressure selling, we're not talking about your client being pressured. We're talking about that you feel pressured, and that is transferred to the client, and that's why they feel uncomfortable, and that's why they end up not wanting to go ahead. And again, this can all happen unconsciously, and I've seen this. Business owners, experts who are great at what they do, but they spend their entire life not figuring out why they can't sell. So let's change that today. But we need to speak directly to your unconscious mind, because most of sales training stays on the surface and only talks to the conscious mind through tactics and different skills, which are all very useful. But if we don't get down to the root level of who you are, then you're going to be running this program that still hates selling. So what I learned was that if I sat down with a client and I focus purely on, I'm here to help them transform their life. And actually, I'm not here to do anything less than that. I don't care if they buy a product or service from me, but I do care that they make a decision to change their life. This is by far the biggest and most profound insight I ever had into the way that I sold, because it removed all of the pressure from me and allowed me to sell from this place of calm, from this place of I am genuinely here to help this individual. Right now, as I do this video, I have the choice. I could either put a lot of pressure on myself to do this video and think, what are people going to think of me? Are they going to buy into what I'm talking about? Or I can sit and say, I am doing this from a place of service. If this video helps one person to shift their mentality in how they sell and emotionally to change that frequency so they feel good about selling, then this video has served its purpose. So going back to when I was personal training, when I was able to make this shift and say it is no longer about me, but it's about me being selfless, which is to help my client, because that's really what I wanted to do. And I'm assuming that's what you want to do too. And this is the interesting thing. Sometimes our desire to help somebody, inadvertently, we want to help somebody so much that we end up making the sale about ourselves instead of the client, because our desire to help is so strong. And what if they don't like me? Or what if they don't want to go ahead? Hold on a second. I'm asking you in this moment to reflect and say, is that selfless? Is that noble? Is that virtuous? The answer is no. And that might trigger you a little bit to say, well, I'm selfless. It's not selfless to be struggling with sales. It's not selfless to let your anxiety and your insecurities become bigger than your desire to help the individual. So what we must do is zoom out from everything and ask, what is my intention? Is my intention that I need to make a sale? Is my intention that, oh my goodness, I'm not making enough money and I really want to help people, but insert the insecurity, I'm worried about sales or I'm fearful of selling? Or is it because you sincerely want to help the person in front of you? Right now, I'm actually sat in a coffee shop and there is people everywhere. Not in this room is empty, which is great, but I could easily feel insecure about doing this video. I could think to myself, there's people walking around. I just had a group that walked past me, hence why I brought it up now. And they were looking in and they could see that I'm filming. But this video is not about me, it's about me being of service to you. So therefore, my focus is entirely you. And that allows me to deliver this video in flow. I've not made any mistakes, I've not stuttered, I've not ummed or ahed, and yeah, I've got a lot of practice, But again, I want to bring it back to your intention, because your intention creates your energy, and your energy creates your reality, because sales is mostly about your energy. So what I want you to do from today is I want you to ask yourself, what has your intention been? And are you selling from a place where you truly are focused on transforming the client's life, and not with ego, not with frustration? And the moment you get annoyed about the outcome, oh yeah, but Pete, I am like this, but they're not buying. You hear that language? That means we're still making it about ourselves. When we truly step into this, I won't even call it a mindset, it's an identity, this place of security, something shifts and we realize that we want to help our client with every cell in our body, but equally we don't mind if they say yes or no. You know why? Because it's no longer about us, it's about the individual that we are helping. And yes, this takes a lot of awareness. We have to step back from everything. The fact that we need to pay bills, the fact that we've got a business to run that needs to make money. But the reality is, if you want to solve your problems, the best thing you can do is forget entirely about your problems in the moment and focus 100% on the individual in front of you right now. When you're sat with that client face to face or online, and you know that you can change their life. You know your value, you know that if they say no, it's okay, because there is 2 or 3, 4, 5, 10 potential clients lined up after them. Having that deep level of trust. Trusting yourself, trusting your client, and trust the fact that you can transform their life in the specific area that you can help. So what we want to do for now is comment below and let me know how you feel about selling. Do you feel the stress with it? Do you feel the overwhelm in your business right now? Are you making consistent money? Is it happening for you? Or do you feel that everything is an uphill struggle, that it's a battle? And I know, because I've been there. I've allowed myself to shift into that state, and it's exhausting. So this is why I'm so deeply passionate about peaceful sales. You should be able to sell in a way that's fun, profitable, and peaceful.